for someone to come. They hear all the stories about Jesus. They hear all the stories, the miracles, the signs and wonders, but yet I'm sitting here waiting. You know, they said the angels come and they stir it up, but see, I don't even have the strength in myself because of what they've been through. They don't have the strength in themselves because of things that they have gone through. Like, I want to believe, but yeah, I ain't got the strength in myself to pick myself up. So therefore, I'm just gonna sit here and wait. There's a lady and the man like that feel like they're rotten. They've been dealing with issues and they've just been bleeding on everything around them. Everything they touch, it just either collapse or nobody wants to deal with it. There are people that are going through real life issues and situations. There are people that, because of as a child in Mark 9, the man says, how long have your son been like this? See, your disciples couldn't do it. So how long? Like Jesus, like how long have he's been like this is of a child? He's been like this. So what is it? What is it as a parent that you're not doing? What is it as an individual that you're not going through the process where you're causing pain on somebody else? You don't have the strength in yourself. There are people that's struggling and going through things, and see, they're just passing on dysfunction and they're just living and surviving. So guess what? This child has been going through things since a child, but yet he's an adult. There are people that have been stuck. And the man has been stuck for 38 years. There are people that's stuck. They're waiting. The environment. Yeah, they go to church, they do this, but you do the same thing I'm doing, so why should I change? There are people stuck. There are people that are blinded. Yeah, I'm going to a place to see, but yet I can't see. I'm going to a place, yeah, the message may be for me for a moment, but yeah, I still blinded. Because see, when I go in and things aren't what it seems, and you know what? I'd rather stay away. I'd rather stay. No one gonna help me because of the rejection. Nobody's going to help me because when I'm telling my side, I'm so misunderstood, but not knowing that people with family have been cursed and told things, oh, you're a liar, you're a thing, so they believe it. What's been poured into them as a child, what's been poured into them their whole lives, people are stuck. There are people that don't know about God. There are people that want to know Him, but yet they don't know how to get to Him. There are people that sit up and talk about Him and mock and false and teach so many things, but yet live a life that's double-minded, that live a life of confusion, and live a life that's nothing of what Jesus is. So it's like, it's hard for people to even really believe and truly want to receive something of a man, of a father that's supposed to be a provider, a healer, a way maker. How can they receive what is not being presented? So are you willing to go through the fire? Are you willing to go through the smoke? Are you willing to be persecuted? Are you willing to carry your cross? Are you willing to go through everything that your big brother Jesus went through? Are you willing? Because somebody else is on the other line dying because God see you fit, God see you chosen to handle everything. You're going to go through the things. You're going to have those same questions. You're the one that's been bleeding. You're the one that's been abandoned. You're the one that's been rejected. You're the one that's been misunderstood. You've been blinded. You went through all of that so you can be proof that God is real, that God is with you, that God is the healer that He say He is. Man is not God. No, when you give God a chance, you really give God a chance, and you let Him into your arms, He show you that I am not a force for God. I am waiting on you. I am patient. I will let you get tired of you. I will hand you over to your enemies. I will hand you over to the devil. I will hand you over to whatever it is that you choose to have besides me. So maybe that blindness, maybe before, even as a child, we don't know what parents do to us and what they are cursing upon us, but yet we're carrying all that baggage into adulthood, trying to survive and live life the best way that we can. But yet, are you willing to go through the fire? Because see, in the mother of your brother's womb, God already seen you chosen. God already seen you worthy. God already seen you the one that's been like David fighting the Goliath. You're the one that's chosen. You're the one that needs to speak up. The devil will come to kill, steal, and destroy your voice. The devil will come to kill and steal whatever your heart desires of where you lack at. The devil will come in and try to tear you down as a child. But you can't stay there. Don't continue to waste 38 years. Don't continue to stay blind. Don't continue to ignore what you feel and how you see things. You're not crazy. You don't belong in a mental institute. You don't belong, because when you're working for God, you're going to be crazy. But can I tell you, you're only going through because you're somebody else's lifeline you're going through. So can I tell you, are you willing to go through the fire? Are you willing to go through the smoke to go pick up somebody else the same way that God has grabbed you every time? When you was in the world, God was right there. You may not know me, you may not be close to me, but I got you protected. I got mercy and grace over your life. There's something surrounding you called my hedge of protection. protection, my devouring fire. Listen, like we're in the Hosea, like he got to surround. Jesus, I gotta put my fire around you so your lovers can't find you, so people can't find you, so your enemies can't find you. The devil is coming to swift you out like wheat, because guess what? There's something in you that he knows. If you know who you are, when you become, you're gonna be dangerous. You're gonna be a threat. I gotta kill you before you find out. I gotta kill you. So can I tell you, you're gonna go through all those stages of feeling unworthy, of feeling like you're useless. But when you open up and you give yourself to God, God is going to use you. You're worthy, you're more than enough. Until you see yourself the way that God sees you, you will always see yourself the way that man sees you, the way that people see you. And then you would be nothing but a doormat to those that you're beneficial, but yet, see, they don't want you. They just want you because you benefit them. They want to continue to make you feel like you're nothing. No, you're elevating me, but yet I don't need you. That's not who God is. So I need you to go through the fire. I need you to go through the storms. I need you to go, not just the good days, and you getting yourself through and you're putting yourself in position, but no, I need God to break you down. I need God to break you down, because guess what? You're going to be somebody else's lifeline. In order to be somebody else's lifeline, you have to go through the fire. You got to be stretched. You got to be pruned. You got to be crushed. It's going to hurt. You're going to hate it. It's going to get bad. It's going to get worse before it ever gets good. Don't continue to be the one that's bleeding on everybody else because you don't want to fix yourself, and you just like being the victim, and then now you're on the devil's side. Don't continue to be blinded by the things that God opened up your eyes to, and you're choosing because it's going to cost me my friends, it's going to cost me my status. No, we don't have time for that. Don't continue to be the one that wants to be greedy, the one that wants to be prideful, the one that, because once you do, you make yourself an enemy of God. There's something that's inside of you. Stop hating on everybody else when there's something inside of you. There's a calling on your life. There's purpose on your life. It may not be how somebody else's life is. You may not have to go through the same persecution in the fire, but you got to go through something in order to be used by God, in order to receive the inheritance of God, the crown of the glory of God. You got to go through something. Are you willing to go through? Are you willing to go through the fire? Are you willing to go through like the Hebrew boys? In order to see yourself the way that God sees you, you're going to have to fight the biggest enemy, and that is you. Destroying every lie, destroying every covenant, destroying every stronghold that the devil has put on you, that you have gotten yourself into. It takes you fighting you. It takes you lifting up you and saying, God, no one's coming to save me but you. If you don't do it, no one else can. It's going to take you doing it. Are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to do the work because there's somebody else that's like you that didn't come through what you came through, but you're the blueprint of God? We are the example of God's firm foundation. The generation that God is putting up and putting together is the firm foundation. We are God's firm foundation, that we're not withering like grass. We're not being double-minded. No matter what it costs us, I still choose God. No matter what slays us, I still choose God. No matter what I lose, who I lose, I still choose God. God is the one that gives me position. God is the one that uses me. God is the one that provides. God is the one that heals. God is the one that delivers. I can't do anything without Him. And whatever I do in my own strength, it would never be good enough. It would never be where I need to be. It would never be what God can do in my life. And it will always fail. It will always crumble because it's not on a sturdy, firm foundation. Once God gets you on a sturdy, firm foundation, now you can go pull out because He tested you. He tried you. Now you approved. So you went through the process. You can't skip the process. There's someone at a well. There's someone that's bleeding. There's someone that's blind. They want to believe in God, but they don't know how to. They don't know where to go when the places are now looking like popularity, entertainment. So God needs His children to rise up. God needs His children to stand no matter what it costs you in this season. I need you to go after your brothers and your sisters. I need you to be strong and courageous. I'm about to put a boldness in you. I'm about to put strength in you. I'm about to put wisdom in you. And I need you to speak when I say speak. I need you to be able to go and work for me when I tell you to do something. I need you, because if you don't, it's going to be on your hands. So therefore, do what God asked you to do so you can save your life. But in order to be used by God, for God to trust you, you're going to have to go through the process, and you can't skip it because there's somebody else waiting. There's someone else dying, and they need you. You're needed. You're purposeful.